Mind, thought, consciousness, 1 year later. You tell me how you view them.
Sure, it's been a transformation for the best. I've noticed, but I think that's what makes this type of counseling so gratifying. That we feel like we're doing it, and that we're showing results by by taking what you're telling us, and then getting it and then applying it. Actually, you focus on each of us, you focus on what our answers were, and then you decipher, you made us realize. So it's almost like you don't tell us what it is, you make us realize it. And that takes time. It could be in one session, it could be 5 sessions.
Between the last time we spoke and this time you spoke, you actually received a significant job promotion too, which
Correct.
is amazing to me. So I understand you were better able to lead. You're better able to have clarity about what's really going on and really lead the ship when it gets really rocky and confusing and chaotic.
There was this tenant was complaining about water leaks inside their space for years. This leak, so I had 3 contractors that we met on site. We had a meeting, and they're all, these are plumbers, general contractors, and they're all putting their heads together. And instead of me focusing on what they were saying, I just stayed relaxed, kind of heard what they were saying, but also try to kind of what makes sense, where can it be coming from. So as they're talking, I'm just processing. And like I said, staying quiet, not going into. And then when I was able to notice certain things, and we investigated what I thought was the cause, and I was able to solve an issue in a timely manner. Where usually these things take days.
And so this problem existed for 7 years within this commercial structure that was very large.
Correct.
And typically with protocol and bringing all the people in can take a lot of time. But the way you used thought, you listened more carefully, and you listened more to your innate wisdom, and you were able to locate, while everybody was standing there talking around it, it was within a short period of time, you were able to actually locate the source of this leak that had been going on for 7 years.
I was one of those guys, I would take out an email and I would, make it something, if it was something bad, I would overreact, I would get anxious, I would get stressful, I would take it home. Now I just see it for what it is, and you just, there's always a resolve or an answer for something.
Do you say you enjoy your job more now?
Yeah. Definitely love my job a lot more. It's fun again. I'm constantly, I still push myself, but it's in a healthier way. I'm not, like I said, there's no panic attacks, there's no anxiety. It's fun again.
When we learn how to use our full capability of our mind, how quickly we can solve a problem, or how accurately, would you say it's upgraded for you?
Oh yeah, it's like night and day. Like I said, biggest thing that I saw is myself. I think we all need to look at ourselves, and I was constantly blaming the other person for the way that I was feeling. Even learning mind, thought, and consciousness, I would, once I started learning the principles, I actually almost, because we were doing it together, I was still making her responsible. Because I figured, well, she knows the principles, why are we still arguing, why isn't she practicing or using them correctly? I was still had that bad habit of pointing the finger, where now I've gotten to a point that I look at myself more, and I don't make her responsible.
How is that helpful for you?
It definitely makes you get over it quicker, because you don't want to, before I saw that as we wanted to win a fight, or an argument. Or now, just because I'm making myself responsible, it's just a lot shorter because I don't want to live in that feeling. It's almost,
So you're holding yourself more responsible for the feeling that you're living in. If you're feeling disappointment, if you're feeling anger, you're now holding yourself responsible. And as you commit more to it, you actually benefit more from the relationship in so many ways.
Exactly, yeah. I'm reflecting more as well. So.
How has the principles been helpful to you as far as parenting goes?
It's been phenomenal. We had a recent breakthrough where my daughter would constantly come to me instead of coming to us as a whole. In other words, she would always disregard my wife. And I took an opportunity to say, Lisa, I think, my wife needs to be part of what it is that you're trying to convey to me. So I kind of, really calmly, she kind of looked at me like, what are you doing? Because I've never done that before. And I said, so I brought in my wife, and we were able to discuss, all three of us. And it started out, she was very defensive at first, like, what are you doing? You can kind of see that in her face. And it was a very, very great breakthrough. We were all three of us were able to talk and kind of get some stuff out of our chests. And we all felt like a big relief, and it's been great ever since.
So Lisette is your daughter and Marilee's stepdaughter.
Correct.
Lisette is 20 years old.
Correct.
And so for a long time you were parenting Lisette on your own, and you had your own ideas and you developed your own beliefs and mindsets about it. But with learning about thought, you became more aware of some unconscious beliefs or mindsets that you had in regard to parenting her, and it was actually causing innocently friction between you and your wife, and these things were not even within your awareness at all.
Yeah, that's what makes you more clearer. You're no longer, because when I didn't know the principles and I went through these same events, I stopped researching because I already, in my head, I thought I knew. So my job, my work was done. It was somebody else's fault. With the principles, no, it's why you ask yourself a bunch of questions. Why did you say that? What did you mean? Was it coming from a good or bad feeling? All those things matter, and no one really teaches you that as you're growing up.
By understanding the mechanics behind thought, all of a sudden these things become more clear to you.
Exactly.
And you kind of wake up and because you can now see these things that already existed, now you're able to deal with them differently because you're aware of them. You are one of the people that really say to me, like, what is possible? What is possible when we really understand and connect with the well-being and the health that's inside of us. And so, thank you.
Thank you
So much.